Ashton, what's new with you?
I almost lost my cat.
What?
Yeah, almost came in here a mess. Fucking, and he's about to turn 2 this week.
This happened just right now.
No, it happened on Friday night.
Okay, but yeah, you would have been a mess still.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if I would have been able to do the podcast.
That would have been fair.
No, my dumbass. He's an indoor cat. I've had him since he was 3 months old.
Named Logan.
Yeah, Logan, Aloysius, Sora, Robert Kelly III.
Thank you.
And he's an indoor cat.
I just caught the R. Kelly reference. Sorry, listeners. Y'all were probably laughing at that. I was slightly distracted getting my coffee. Don't worry, I'll wake up.
But
don't give me an R. Kelly reference until I've had my coffee. That's what I always say.
Best part of waking up, some R. Kelly in your. I think that's piss.
It is. Piss. It is. Piss with roofies in it.
No.
Ew. All right. Well, this is how we're starting.
Off gross as hell. Yeah. It's a podcast with me. Last week we were sniffing farts. This week,
yeah.
Yeah. I fucking suck, bro. You know those moments. Sorry, I got to. You know those moments in life where you just have to admit you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
You're a fucking dumb. There's no.
You gotta keep your cat caged inside.
My cat is an indoor little bitch, and like he dreams of the outside. I see him. He just like one day he just looks.
Yeah.
The screen.
He's singing Akon. They won't let me out.
Locked up. That meme with Squidward looking outside and everybody's playing outside. That's my cat. He sees little birds. He's like, please, I'm supposed to be out. And like, I see it, but I'm like, little nigga, you were too. He's a little baby boy.
Yeah.
He was the runt of his litter. Anyway, I have a little balcony, so I put a little grass on it. So I'm like, you can go to the balcony, my boy. You can get your little touch of wind, touch of outside. He like loves it. The sun. He loves the sun. Anyway, on Friday.
Wait. A balcony.
Yeah.
Isn't that dangerous?
But usually I'm outside with him. Like I'm literally right. I don't let him go.
But it's high enough to where he knows he can't jump.
And my balcony is built with like this there's like 3 feet of wall that he has to 3 feet of wall and a gate. So you can't really.
So like a prison.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It is a cat prison. Yeah. Little kitty prison.
I'm like, you can't go nowhere. And so on Friday, I'm feeling, I don't know what the fuck I was going on in my mind. I open up the screen door, and I'm like, buddy, you want to go outside? Go step outside for a second. I'm being all mature. I'm like, let it go outside.
Have some yard time.
Yeah, I did. Give him yard time. And I fucking walked away. And not only did I walk away, I went and did shows for hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I walked away, got on a train, and left for hours.
For hours. And then I came back home. And I saw the door open, and I shit myself. Like, I opened up the door, and I just saw the window or the balcony door open, and I literally shit myself. I'm like, I
literally shot yourself?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Write
it down.
Record it. Had nothing to do with my cat.
Yeah.
I was gonna shit myself regardless.
Yeah.
I go. I know he's agreeing. I'm like, maybe he's hiding. He's a little bitch. Maybe he's hiding. And so I go. I do the I do the feeder thing because he always comes for his food.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. Shit myself again.
Damn, you're panicking.
I'm panicking. So I go out. I look at the balcony. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, I feel so bad because he's literally going to turn 2 this week. Like this will be and I'm like, just fucking cannot believe myself that I'm like, I'm not even responsible. I'm not even good enough to keep this cat for 2 years. I feel like a piece of shit. I jump over my balcony. I'm scaling my building.
What?
Yeah, I'm scaling my building
shit.
like fucking literal Spider-Man, fucking Assassin's Creed. Niggas, crackheads is like,
they're coming up to join you. Yeah. We'll help you. What are we looking for?
Some strong ass crack.
You got $1, by the way?
Hey, brother.
Here's your cat. You got $1?
I scaled that building for you.
You're like, that's not my cat. That is a raccoon.
Yeah. Climbing and shit. I'm like scared. I'm like, I get to the left side of my building. Nothing. No cat. stomach drops.
Holy shit! You are on top of your building right now.
Yes,
Oh my god!
my
I
cat
can't believe
is
this.
nowhere to be found.
This is so crazy.
I scale back to my balcony, and I go to the right side. I'm like, okay, and that's
my god.
and it's made out of paper mache. It's like the structural stability.
Yeah, you're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
yeah, it's an illusion. They make it look. Like, they make it
you
look.
Niggas cut corners. This is what happened.
Yeah.
You need to make sure people can climb this shit, okay?
This is American quality? What? We've been lied to.
The fuck, man? Literally, it's paper mache. It's not like it's not concrete. It's not like brick and mortar, not wood. It's just paper mache. And I'm like, I have my full 175 pound body on it. I get across, and all I see is Logan stick his head out. And he's like, huh? He sees me, but he gets scared and runs away. And I'm like, Logan, Logan, bring your black ass back over here. I'm like, I'm full on. I'm in mom mode. I'm in like where the mom gets like, she can lift a car.
Sure.
That's how I was able to scale. I didn't fucking do anything. I was just like, nigga, you're coming. My kitty.
Yeah.
I see him and I grab his plate. I grab his food plate. And I'm like, come here, Logan. Come here. And he gets closer and he runs past me. He doesn't even recognize me. He just scared, runs past me, runs back on the balcony into the house. And that's how I was able to fucking get him. But
holy shit.
That's what's been going on. I've been slowly traumatized.
That is a crazy story. I did not expect it to be that crazy.
I didn't think it was that crazy. I was just traumatized.
You are on the side of your building.
I was just traumatized by almost losing my, like, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
I am a little, this is the most, like, I don't even know how to describe this.
Well, a lot of things. Like, one, you're sad that your cat is gone, obviously. Two, you're sad that you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
And you can't take care of the cat.
And three, I'm sad that this is who I am.
Yeah.
Old me would have been looking like, nigga, you about to cry over a cat, bitch ass nigga?
Yeah.
Cats aren't real, or I don't know what the fuck. Like, now that I now have a pet, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get why motherfuckers cry over these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Shit, nigga,
you're like, I get these damn white girls.
Fuck. And I was on my way. I was like, look at
I imagine it was raining and thunderstorming when you were on the side of your building. Lightning strikes. No!
The balcony. I did hit the balcony. Like, Logan. I did hit the balcony. Fuck.
This is what you get for naming your cat after a comic book character. Comic book shit happens.
Now I gotta fly and shit and fucking.
Yeah.
I did scale the building, and was. And then when I got in the house, I just looked at this nigga, and it was just silent for like 30 minutes. I was just like, this nigga almost died. I almost died.
Do you think when you were looking at Logan, do you think he understood like what just happened?
No, he immediately went back like, "Got food?" You lucky. I was like,
damn.
But this is what happens when you're a 35-year-old man with cats and not kids.
Yeah.
These are the antics of a single man.
No kids, no real responsibilities.
I'm scaling. I don't know if I'd scale a building.
No CPS would have come asking questions about your cat.
Yeah, he would have just died.
Yeah.
Brush that off.
He might have been good. Look, like if it was a dog, but a cat can survive out there.
I don't know if anybody. I'm like, would another person be able to get my cat? Like, I'm lucky that I'm just like, one, dumb as hell. Two, skinny where I can like climb across. Like, I'm dumb enough to do it, and I'm actually capable to do it.
Yeah.
If you were it was not able to hold my weight. Like, I could feel that shit cracking. And I was like, if anybody else was doing this, they would have died.
Yeah.
They would have died. I cannot believe.
I know. That's why this is a crazy story.
But my cat's okay.
Good.
He'll never.
Shout out Logan.
I will go to the ends of the earth.
Literally.
Or the ends of my apartment building.
You are a great / terrible cat owner.
I accept that.
Yeah.
I fucking accept it. Dog, I'm so like drained and defeated from that shit.
Yeah. Well, happy you're here.
I bought condoms. I'll tell you that. I'm not doing this shit with no goddamn kid.
Okay. All right. I was wondering what that meant.
Oh yeah, I'm not. Cat taught me I ain't doing this with no other life form. This is
That's good. I stand by that decision. I support you with that.
You know what? This is how we learn. Kids ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
It might not be for me, man.
Not for you. No, they're not. Welcome to our podcast about the police. Let's start with the headline roundup. Here's the police headlines of the week in America. Starting out, cop in Superior, Wisconsin, fatally shoots a man in the back of the head. The family is demanding the release of body camera footage. R.I.P. to David Donald Ducato Menton.
Cops in St. Louis are on a body camera video fatally shooting a teenager in the back of the head. R.I.P. Emission Wilkins.
Cop in Chicago fatally shoots a man in the back. R.I.P. Jalen Carpenter.
ICE cops in Miami have a man die in their custody in what they say is a suicide. R.I.P. Aled Damien Carbonell Betancourt.
ICE cops in Louisiana have a man die in their custody who they say was, quote, found unresponsive. R.I.P. Alejandro Cabrera Clemente.
ICE cops in Minnesota is charged with assault after pointing his gun at other drivers while on traffic.
Cop in D.C. is arrested after getting caught in a sting operation soliciting sex from a 15-year-old boy.
Cop in Shreveport, Louisiana is arrested for child sex crimes.
Cop in South Carolina is charged with sexual assault.
Cop in Cohoes, New York is arrested for possession of child sex abuse material.
Cop in Taylorville, Illinois is arrested for possession of child sex abuse material.
Cop in Windsor County, Vermont is charged with sexual misconduct.
Cop in Houston is charged with domestic assault.
Cop in Dutchess County, New York is charged with domestic assault.
Cop in Lexington, Kentucky is charged with domestic assault.
Cop in Raleigh, North Carolina is charged with domestic assault.
Cop in Natchez, Mississippi is charged with domestic assault.
Cop in Toledo, Ohio is on video violently arresting a teenage girl.
Cop in San Bernardino, California, they're facing a lawsuit for violently arresting a teenage girl.
Cops in Brooklyn are on video violently arresting and punching an innocent man.
ICE cops in New Jersey violently arrest and detain a woman after she testified against her rapist in court.
Cop in Plymouth, Massachusetts is charged with illegally wiretaping his wife.
Wiretapping his wife. Yeah. Cop in Las Vegas is arrested for stalking and threatening several of his former classmates while keeping a kill list full of their names.
What?
Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck?
I don't think anything illustrates like the mentality of becoming a cop more like this. So many cops I feel like are like, I'll show them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This man literally had a list of I'll show them.
It's like when you aged out of being a school shooter. So you're like, all right,
yeah.
I got it. It's like never been kissed, but for school shooter, I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
I never been a school shooter. That is crazy. A kill list for his form. How bad did they bully this nigga?
Yeah.
How bad?
Probably not that bad.
And
probably
also,
barely.
Also, probably deserved it. If a nigga's making, he's like, my next response, kill list.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That says so much about cops that these are the type of people to join the force.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
It was a rough week, even for, doing this podcast every fucking week. And it's like, I mean, just those first two, one of those, we had 3 people up top killed by cops, either by getting shot in the back of the head or shot in the back. Type of thing there's not ever any justification for. One of those cases we'll be talking about in some more detail. But first, Ashton, let's plug the Patreon.
Oh my God, for our premium subscribers. You guys are all premium in my heart, but I like the ones who pay a little bit more.
Yeah.
5 stars, $5 on Patreon. Help your boys out.
All of y'all are figuratively premium, but some of y'all are literally premium. Yeah.
But we're going to be talking about the cop in Joplin, Missouri, who violated protocol and ended up killing a 2-year-old girl, fought to keep his name secret, and is now being rehired by a new department. Yeah, it's a crazy ass story. It's about a sniper.
It's a sniper, cop sniper.
I don't want to give the story too. I don't give away too much of the story, but it is basically a sniper shot a 2-year-old.
Yeah, you might have heard. You probably didn't hear about it. All these stories are insane, but it's been going. It's an ongoing saga, and the latest chapter is he got a new job as a police officer. So we'll be going more into that, and we'll just be like having. We've decided that recently on our Patreon. We'll be having a little bit more just normal fun podcast times. So if you enjoyed our intro about Ashton's saga on the side of his building, we'll try to be doing a little bit more bullshit.
If you like fun,
yeah,
we mix that up with that.
Can't we have some fun? That's kind of where it comes down to.
If I have to say flock one more time, I'm gonna flock and kill myself.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, more puns like that.
That's what I'm here for.
So before we dive into our new stories of today's episode, some updates, as we always do. At this point, we're just having updates every week because we're covering more stories, and all of these stories that we cover are ongoing in different ways. So we've been covering our beloved grandma in Alabama who got arrested and charged for wearing a penis costume, not a crime, during a Trump protest. Protesting Trump, kind of a crime, apparently. But judge ruled not guilty. So grandma's free. That's good news.
Waste of taxpayers' money?
Yeah.
Just a complete, utter, just like you look at it, this is a nonsense-ass story.
Yeah.
Grandma got a costume on and a cop retaliated against her because I don't know.
Yeah. And then the city pursued charges, which is the even crazier part. Like, you can expect a cop to get mad and arrest someone being an idiot, but everyone was kind of surprised that they didn't immediately drop the charges, and the city was like, you know what? We need to spend more resources trying to take away the freedom of this elderly woman.
It's the goofiest way to get street cred I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, no king street cred. I would rather my tax dollars go to penis costumes than arresting grandmas in penis costumes. Next, we have this update that I actually just now added into our episode because I just saw on the way here. Eric Duran, the NYPD cop who we've been covering because he was just convicted. First NYPD to be convicted over a killing in 10 years, which is crazy because they've killed a lot of people during those 10 years. He was the officer who threw a cooler at a delivery driver on a scooter, killed him, getting, I forget off the top of my head, something like 6-7 years sentenced. Well, the update is that he has appealed and made bond. So he's free. He actually is not in jail and is free and has been granted freedom throughout his appeal.
And no one should retaliate by throwing coolers at him. Nobody.
Yeah, okay? No one.
No one should do that.
Yes.
Nobody.
For real.
Okay.
I don't want to get in trouble. But yes.
Even if $14.99, okay.
Yes. Great satire, Ashton, on our satirical podcast.
No, okay.
2 comedians. But and here's a little side story off of that, which is kind of funny in a pathetic way. The New York Islanders, which is a NHL team that is actually Long Island. So it's not all, they don't represent all of us New Yorkers. They represent Long Island.
Brooklyn's not a island, so.
Yes, they represent Long Island, and they are having to answer some questions because in one of their games on their Jumbotron, they were promoting a fundraiser to help Eric Duran, to help the fucking cop. What? I mean, this is what you get when you give Long Island its own sports team. This is the type of shit you're going to get.
Yeah. Also, we're sending money to help Israel kidnap Greta Thunberg. If you would like to support our kidnapping threat of Gunberg, GoFundMe.
People shit on Staten Island for loving cops, but at least that's where the cops live and the fire department. Long Island, I feel like we're
spiritually cops.
Exactly. Yeah.
We the cops who couldn't pass the exams, which is I don't know how you did. You couldn't do it, but damn, dog. That's why I don't know. This is why I only stay in Brooklyn and Manhattan. I don't go to none of them. You forget. I'm such in my little liberal bubble here in Bushwick and Dumbo and Williamsburg. I be forgetting.
Yeah.
I be forgetting that Staten Island and Long Island is.
Go 20 miles in any direction.
My thing is, I feel like when Staten Island people, because they're still in New York, they're all like they don't recognize when they go and move out of New York and they go meet the real racists. They're like, oh shit. That's when they're like, nigga, you Irish? Get the fuck out of here. You fucking.
They're like, oh, there's levels to this.
Yeah, for real. But.
Then what else we got? Oh, a little correction from last week. And, we don't do this that often. Give us credit. But, I guess when we were reading our story, and again, it's a correction on the most non-consequential story, but the April Fool's prank where...
The dispatcher we said it was a dispatcher who was pranking the cops, but it was backwards.
It was the cop. It was
pranking.
a working police officer who was lying to pranking the dispatcher, telling them that someone threw a baby out the window. And we did say that originally because we were reading out loud from the story, but at a certain point, we got confused. I guess look, doing a podcast is, people say that it's the most difficult job in the world, and so that's just one example of how difficult and dangerous it is, the work that we do. So, yeah, I just wanted to give that correction. It wasn't the dispatcher. It was the cop. And last little, it's not really an update. It feels like an update because it's a story we would cover if these stories weren't happening all the time now. But I think it's important to say when it does happen, even if it gets repetitive, because everyone needs to know that this is happening more and more, which is another lady was falsely arrested because of AI facial recognition for a crime committed in a state she did not live in, has never visited. She lives in Oklahoma. She was arrested for crimes apparently in Maryland. But I think one takeaway from this that's important is that she was arrested in 2021 for this. Why it's new news is that she just now found out why she was arrested. She just now found out they had to admit finally that it was AI facial recognition that did it. They were able to and apparently allowed to keep that information from her and her lawyers. The fact that the only evidence they had against her was faulty facial recognition. So that kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh yeah, they can just keep this information.
You would think that'd be the first thing they'd be like, no, lady, we're not racist. The computer is racist. Yeah. So
that is programmed based on studying human beings. But yeah, and you know what? Maybe I misspoke. Maybe they're not allowed to keep it from them. I think they actually are not allowed to keep it from them, but they just do things they're not allowed to do.
Yeah.
So those are.
Why have a transparent police force?
Exactly.
Why? That's the,
Yeah.
What use would that be?
That's no fun.
Yeah.
So let's.
Come on. We play a little hard to get.
Yeah.
With evidence.
First story is we're going to LA, reading from WARL. Headline, caught on camera. California deputy appears to swipe left in dating app during SWAT situation. A deputy on a SWAT operation in California was caught scrolling on what appeared to be a dating app during a standoff with an armed suspect on Wednesday. Video shows the deputy on his phone on what appears to be a dating app. You see him scrolling through a woman's profile before swiping left and then swiping left 2 more times during an active barricade situation. The suspect, just feet away, was still armed at the time. And I really wish, that like the visual is important because he's literally just right on the other side of this car. They're on the highway in traffic. He's in a car. He's armed. It's a real situation. He's on the other side of a car and is swiping.
That's so funny. That's one of them cops you can literally, quick, show him your boobs. I was distracted. The suspect got away. That's so funny that he was a car away.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Active situation.
That is actually crazy.
Yeah. I mean, how addicted to your phone can you be?
That ain't no.
Where you can't even be present in a life or death situation.
This nigga this nigga's so sexually frustrated. He can't not. That's the last person you should give a gun. And that is. First off, that's why people don't need to be using Tinder. Just first off, there's cops on Tinder. Disgusting.
Yeah.
It is the bus of dating apps. This is like, oh my God. But yeah, that is.
It's funny because you say like how desperate and horny you got to be swiping that situation, but then he's swiping left. How could you be that desperate on one end, but then also be picky on the other?
Yeah,
you should be swiping all right in that situation. I mean, and you should
make a split-second decision. And, I panicked in that moment. Freak it out.
Yeah.
Lieutenant's on the walkie-talkie. Shoot your shot. It's like, I'm trying, boss. That is actually crazy. As someone who's also addicted to my phone, I could not. I mean, I'm on my phone at work typing jokes and fucking
Sure.
but to have a fucking.
It's not a life or death situation at the Daily Show.
It literally, that's so mind blowing.
It is.
That's nah, bro. That's like 21 Jump Street levels of comedy. That's like satire.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. The Riverside County. I feel like we have a disproportionate amount of Riverside, California stories.
Oh,
so
really? That just sounds like such a generic name.
Yeah, it's like suburbs of LA, but yeah, Riverside County popping up a little bit too much. But yeah, Riverside County Sheriff's Office released this statement. Quote, "This behavior does not reflect the standards, expectations, or policies of our department. We have initiated an internal investigation and will take appropriate action based on the findings. The Sheriff's Office remains committed to professionalism and holding our employees accountable."
And our officers don't need Tinder's accounts, okay? We get bitches at Riverside Police.
Yeah. We're actually investigating his lack of bitch getting.
No game. You're scaring the hoes. You need to scare the suspects, okay?
Yeah. He's like, I thought it was cuffing season. Come on, guys. Come on.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. They're like, the man is dead. Which is the sad part of this story. I mean, the man died. The standoff ultimately ended with sheriff's deputies shooting tear gas into the back of the car. The suspect then turned the gun on himself. Riverside County Fire Department paramedics pronounced the man dead at the scene. Authorities have not identified him yet.
No,
maybe
we should get all cops Tinder accounts. Maybe spread.
I mean, that is the one thing about like if you live in New York, it's like an inside joke. Cops, what do cops do? NYPD, they're in the subway station. They're on their phones.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine matching with a cop. You deserve to be locked up. You fucking swipe right on a cop.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know that.
Yeah.
So
I love that this is one of Ashton's biggest pet peeves.
I just hate that you guys fuck these cops. It's disgusting.
You cop lovers.
Mrs. Officer by Lil Wayne is one of the worst pieces of propaganda that has hit American culture.
Yeah.
I mean, will I listen to it every time it comes on? Yes. Do I love going wee? Yes. It's a jam. But
it wasn't enough to get Kamala elected.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. You know, damn, but imagine just talking to a cop. What's that dry ass conversation like on fucking Tinder?
Yeah.
I like long walks on the beach, you know, smelling flowers and violating my fellow man's constitutional rights.
Yeah.
You like being choked?
It's a match. I'm imagining the standoff situation. They're talking to the guy on the megaphone. He's like, "Hey, let me see that. Hey, so I'm talking to this girl. Are we still doing cheesy pickup lines? What do you think? Here, can you see this?"
She's asking me 2 truths and a lie. No, I fucking hate this. It's like I'm twofold because I don't want cops to be like actively doing their job, but also I am a fan of comedy, and I recognize stupidity when I see it.
Yeah.
Nigga, the criminal is right there, but you got distracted by your dick.
He's armed, and he's a foot away from you. And he's on Tinder chatting up, "Hey, what you doing?" He's like, "Nothing much, just at work, sleepy emoji. What are you doing?"
Just arresting people. So you single? Or... Yeah, well, that is a hilarious story. I wish we could show video of the cop being just right there. Only slightly better than Uvalde police. Literally only slightly. But should we move on?
Yeah.
Fun times. Now we're gonna go to a sad story. There's no horny people in this one. We're going to St. Louis, Missouri. Via First Alert 4, no gun, no threat. Body cam video of 17-year-old shot by police lead to renewed questions. Body camera video released Monday by the attorney for the family of Emission Wilkins shows the lead up and the aftermath of June 18th, 2024. The video, released by attorney Al Watkins, comes after what he calls a year-long fight to get the video for his client. He believes it shows police misconduct. He should still be here. And Cheyenne Wilkins, the mother of...
Cheyenne Wilkins,
the mother of Emission, China Wilkins, Emmett Shin's mother, says she still has not heard a full explanation of what happened, and the body camera shows clues. Police say they were investigating a vehicle theft, and eventually, during a chase, Wilkins and another suspect ran from the car. That's where the video picks up, showing an officer running towards Wilkins through a field as he yields his gun. He orders Wilkins to get on the ground and drops his gun, and then fires his own.
No, he orders Wilkins to get on the ground and drop his gun.
He orders Wilkins to get on the ground and drop his gun, and then fires his own. In total, 4 seconds pass from the time the officer makes his first command to when he shoots his gun. And when you see it, it's just like the classic cop running guy in the back, which is always one of like, you're always allowed to question, why are you shooting a guy in his back? Why are you shooting a running suspect? You're supposed to catch the suspect. You're not supposed to kill them. Is a car worth someone's life? All those like basic questions of morality, they always get tossed away in the split-second decision of the cop having to like, I had to stop the suspect, and it's never justifiable
because you don't have to. Like it becomes just an ego thing. Like, okay, they stole a car, allegedly, right? Yeah. But if they're running away from you, how is that a death sentence for them? Why must you shoot them in the back of the head because a car thief is running away from you? Makes absolutely no sense. Yeah. No one in a courtroom would decide, oh, you should be executed for running away from a police officer as a 17-year-old kid again.
It's like the literally classic stuff. And then like I was like reading like proponents against because people ask like, why don't you shoot him in the leg or shoot him in the arm? Less deadly force, maybe try for less deadly force. And cops, not just cops, but politicians like Joe Biden. Joe Biden even said this. He was like, "Why? You guys are so caught up in like movie versions of police. You guys think that cops have precision accuracy in these split-second decisions." Literally, he's like, "You guys think cops are good at shooting?" Yeah. Like when they defend the cops, they make them sound like bumbling idiots. They're like, "Oh, you believe in like John Wayne style shooting where every cop just has dead-eye quick draw," and it's like, no, we don't. You're admitting that these cops are bad at shooting.
Yeah.
Like, and also,
he said, well, obviously they're going to shoot the kid running away.
Yeah.
But you can't expect them to be accurate when they do so.
And when they shoot him, they do have to unload 50 bullets into the body. That's just it. That's what it is. It's like they make the cops sound stupid themselves. But I'm going to continue with the story. The video does not show Wilkins at the time of the shooting, and it's unclear if he turned around or pointed anything. Clearly demonstrates no gun, no threat, no further movement, said Watkins. Attorney for the family, Al Watkins, believes officers shouldn't have been chasing Wilkins at all and says they broke protocol multiple times. After the shooting, city police claimed Wilkins turned around and pointed a gun at the officer, and 2 days later posted a gun to Facebook saying it was recovered on the scene of Wilkins' shooting. If you watch the body cam footage, he does not turn around. He's literally just running. He's like literally just running. Never turns around, never points anything. This is like a lie. But Watkins says the gun was disassembled when he was killed. Exactly. The lawyer says the gun that they pick up was disassembled. So how you going to point something that's not even, it's still in its fucking Lego pieces. Wasn't in his right hand, wasn't in his left hand. It was not dischargeable. And in fact, all the parts were not in one spot, said Watkins. SLMPD now tells First Alert 4 that the department got wrong information from a third party that they initially told the public, and that the officer's statements are consistent with the findings of the investigations. But they do not say what the incorrect information is, nor do they say what they believed happened that day in June 2024.
Yeah, makes sense. They were fighting to not release this body camera footage. Obviously, they didn't want this to come out. Now that it did come out, they're like, oh, well, if something we said is inconsistent, it's because we got it from a third party. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah. So
how could you ever use that in an argument?
We got to check in with our little birdie. You know, it's just like, dude. And then it's like such a contradictory. They like send out like just contradictory ass statements. We got lies we were told wrong information by a third party. The officer, though, is everything he says is correct. And it's like, well, somebody's lying here.
What they have going for them is this stroke of luck. Like if you watch the body cam footage, I mean, you know, the guy, they're both running. So obviously the camera is like swinging left, right. And the moment that he fires his gun, the camera in that moment you don't see the kid. So that has allowed the police to present this narrative that actually in that split moment where you didn't see him, even though all the moments leading up he was just running, it was actually in that split moment that he did pull out a gun and point it at the cop. And because this is the local news, they're just reporting what the cops say as fact, and also have to mention that, well, it looks like the gun that they did apparently find on him was disassembled, and he was running the whole time leading up to that.
Yeah. Yeah, this kid is fucking John Wayne then, if like fucking he's able to assemble a gun, point it at somebody, and then disassemble it real quick. Yeah. According to the police narrative, the case is still being reviewed by the circuit attorney's office and won't comment on specifics, but they do say officer-involved shooting investigations take time. Watkins believes time is up. If it was left up to me, he would be terminated and he would be prosecuted. He wants the officer charged, and he's suing the police board of commissioners. The money end of this is ugly because as a lawyer, how do you quantify the value of life of a human being, said Watkins. Watkins said the officer has spent the last 2 years on paid desk duty with SLMPD. Watkins adds that when questioned about what happened that day, the officer invoked his Fifth Amendment rights and refused to answer questions. So, those are our heroes. How do cops catch cabs? They like pass them up. Hey! Do.
Yeah.
Caught him.
Yeah. I mean, this guy shot a child in the back of the head who was running away from him.
Stealing a car, by the way, which I get a car is worth more than $500. So you're like, well, that's more than a life. It's like they
yeah. It's a black kid who's running away from him. The cop clearly has no value for this child's life and murdered a kid and has spent the last 2 years on paid desk duty, cush job, and is invoking his Fifth Amendment rights, right? The type of stuff when regular people will try to invoke in an interrogation room, hey, they'll just beat the shit out of you and get that confession one way or the other. But this is a cop, so the Constitution is very important. And the investigation is still ongoing. We have to do a thorough, detailed job of this investigation. So just let this cop sit in our precinct and collect paychecks and just try to forget about this and move on.
Yeah. But that's the story, folks. R.I.P. Emission Wilkins.
Yeah. Tragic story. Infuriating story. So we will be moving on to another infuriating story. We're going to San Francisco. Reading here from ABC7. This is actually a story that we mentioned in our headlines last week. So if it sounds familiar, that's where you might have heard it from. But now we got more details about what actually happened, and I think it's worth discussing. Headline is, I-Team talks with homeless man at the center of San Leandro police dumping controversy. The ABC7 Eyewitness News I-Team has tracked down a homeless man at the center of a controversy involving San Leandro police, prompting renewed calls for accountability after newly obtained body camera video showed how officers handled him despite no crime being committed. So that's a very important thing. No crime being committed. This guy is just homeless. That's what he's guilty of. And he's in San Leandro, a wealthy part of San Francisco. Quote, it's hard to talk about. It's hard to even grasp the situation because I didn't think nothing like this would ever happen to me, Shaquille Coleman told ABC7 Eyewitness I-Team Dan Noyes. San Leandro police handcuffed Coleman, a 33-year-old homeless man, in December 2024, pushed and pulled him into a patrol car, ripping out his braids, then drove him 7 miles into Oakland and left him there at night, according to the video obtained by the I-Team. From the day the video was obtained, I-Team reporter Dan Noyes searched for Coleman. That effort led to San Francisco's Tenderloin, where J.J. Smith, the owner of the Tenderloin Deli, saw the I-Team's report and arranged a meeting. Coleman is now living on the streets of the Tenderloin. He lost an eye in a shooting a few years ago and was in poor condition at the time of the meeting. When Coleman learned that Noyes had obtained the body camera video of the incident, he asked to see the report. After watching for only a few seconds, he became emotional and asked to stop. That same night, a crowd spoke in support of Coleman at a BART Police Civilian Review Board meeting. Speakers focused on San Leandro Police Lieutenant Antoinette Turner, who oversaw Coleman's detention and approved the decision to leave him in Oakland away from any BART station, according to the video. Antoinette Turner is now BART Police Deputy Chief in charge of progressive policing and community engagement. Some speakers criticized her demeanor during the incident, pointing to moments where she appeared to smile on camera. So this is insane and infuriating, but in my opinion, it's like kind of one of like the perfect stories to talk about for this podcast because in one sense, like this is not the police's job at all. This man committed no crime. They handcuffed him, threw him in a van.
Yes, he did. He was poor.
Exactly. They didn't take him to a jail because he committed no crime. They didn't charge him with anything because he committed no crime. They basically kidnapped him and took him to Oakland in the middle of night and just left him there. That is not anything that police are supposed to be doing. But at the same time, like you just pointed out, Ashton, it's spiritually very much what the police are there to do.
Oh, yeah. They're here to... it's private property. That's what police are for.
Yeah.
It's fucking...
They don't mention it in this article, but yeah, he was in some like, shopping center. Like, of course, there's businesses, storefronts. It's a wealthy area. Yeah. Oh, and here's a homeless guy. This is wrong. Let's get rid of him. He doesn't belong here. Yeah.
Poverty it's a societal issue that gets treated like a criminal issue. And the way they fucking treat homelessness, these cops treat homelessness the same way I would treat cleaning my room. Like they clean up the streets the same way I would treat cleaning up my room. I just like push all that shit under my bed. Mm-hmm. Oh, if you can't see it, streets are clean, baby. And my mom would come in and beat my ass. Like, nigga, clean up the room for real.
Literally. I mean, that's kind of absurd how absurd this story is because at the level of like how much they are literally doing what they're doing. They are literally physically grabbing him and putting him in Oakland. Taking him from the rich part where he's not supposed to be, putting him in the black part of town where he, quote unquote, is supposed to be. I mean, it's so on the nose.
Yeah, they don't do nothing. And then when people try to like provide fixes to the systemic issues that like cause all this homelessness and cause all these poverty and make people put people in these situations, you get fucking billionaires funding astroturfed influencers being like, look at the policies Mom Donnie's trying to help the homeless. He's ruining New York. And it's like, we need to fix this shit. This is like...
Yeah. I mean, San Francisco, they had that... what was he? A mayor, DA? I think it was a San Francisco DA, Chase something. It was like a famous thing that happened where he was instituting all these policies that were like diverting resources from prosecuting homelessness to instead like helping the root problems. But he was recalled out because of like billionaire forces in SF astroturfed a campaign against him.
So insane how we have politicians who want to help people, and then you'll go online and just see these influencers who've been clearly paid just making nonsensical arguments against the working class. There's literally influencers who our whole goal is to make arguments against working class, and then you just see their comments and you're like, you're getting ate in these comments, my nigga, because your point is dumb as hell. Like this shit is insane.
Or you'll see the opposite where the comments are all in support and you're like, all right, so they got they're in charge of the comments too.
Yeah.
It's all fake. It's all
that dead internet theory. You just bots on bots, bots programmed to say things, and then bots go and just push it out. I just know you can't treat joblessness like fucking a broken TV. Beat it till it works. Beat these people till they start working again. And you can just maybe provide opportunity, maybe some housing, maybe some places they can get food. Also, fuck everything. To be quite honest with you. Because like not only do we not have like spaces for homeless, we don't got spaces for anything. It's just work, your house, and in a bar. There is no places for homeless. There's not even places for you to go that isn't a bar or like
there used to be like go out, walk around. If you're in a city like we are in New York, like if we walk around outside and your legs hurt, look to see if there's a fucking bench.
Yeah.
Look to see if there's a fucking bench for you to sit on. There's not. Why? Because there's such a problem with the unhoused, and if they don't have anywhere to go, so yeah, they're gonna hang out. They're gonna have a seat on a public bench because we all deserve a seat every now and then. And so, what do our cities do? They're like, wow, this is a really tragic situation. Let's get rid of the benches.
Yeah. That's why
that's the problem.
When I see a homeless person on a train, and they're like laying across like 4 seats, just gotta let them sit. Unless I really want to sit down, then I'd be like, nigga, get your ass up.
Sure. Yeah.
Hey, get your ass up.
You're under arrest.
Yeah. Where's that officer at? No. But yeah, it's just a whole you're solving the problem. It's like it's the leeches of how they used to think leeches would cure every ailment. Like, well, just suck it out. No, motherfucker, they need real medicine. They need real.
Yes.
This is not going to fix any of that. But
yeah. And the other thing I want to point out is this Lieutenant Antoinette Turner, who is like hailed as she's now the BART police deputy chief. So she's a high ranking, and she's in charge of progressive policing and community engagement. Like, all this shit is obviously horseshit. They put a black woman in charge of progressive policing, community engagement. Get the libs to shut the fuck up for a second, and they will. And they will shut the fuck up.
Yes,
okay, exactly. But this is what it is. It's the same shit. Yeah. What the fuck is progressive policing? It is, it's still getting rid of homeless people from rich neighborhoods at all costs.
Would you like to be choked out by a black woman?
Yeah, exactly.
Not in the way you're saying, but
she'll still call you an N-word, but it'll be a nicer.
She can say it'll be nigga.
Yeah, you can snap when she says it. Yeah.
It won't be hard or this.
Yeah, an improvement.
Yeah, but shout out to fucking black whip lady cops. You guys are also the worst. I can say that. But shall we move on?
Yep.
Where we at with it?
We're going to Lowell, Massachusetts.
Yuck. I don't know where that is. I just don't like the word.
It's a yucky story.
Okay, well, good. I knew the vibes. The 25 investigates. 25 investigates wins access to records shielded by Lowell police. The Massachusetts Supervisor of Records has issued a ruling in a 4-month transparency battle. The Lowell Police Department has been ordered to turn over internal reports and documents concerning a former officer and his alleged relationship with a vulnerable teenager. Disgusting. The decisions handed down by the Secretary of State's office marks a victory for accountability following a persistent push by 25 Investigates. The investigation began in December 2025 when 25 Investigates reporter Ted Daniel sought records to confirm what sources had shared regarding ex-Lowell police officer Dylan Da Silva. Dylan Da Silva? Yeah.
Dylan Da Silva.
Okay. The sources allege that Da Silva was caught in a sexual relationship with a 17-year-old girl he met while responding to a mental health call. You fucking freak, nigga. The Lowell Police Administration fought the records request at every turn, refusing to confirm those details or release any other internal documents, citing privacy concerns. These niggas are protecting pedophiles like Pam Bondi. This shit is crazy.
Yeah, it is. Because at first you see the headline, cop had sex with another vulnerable teenager. What is this, the headline roundup? We got fucking 10 of those every week.
Yeah.
But this story, the fact that instead of immediately distancing themselves from a fucking pedophile predator rapist, they are fighting tooth and nail to protect an ex-cop.
Joffrey, if we had to give up this pedophile, that means we got to give up all our pedophiles.
I mean, literally. You're joking. You're joking, but yes. I think it's once they have to turn over these documents, the public will see what this quote unquote investigation they were doing on their pedophile brother in blue and see what the fuck that looks like.
You wonder why people don't want to call 911. Quick, call a pedophile. No, is there anybody else? Nah, we gotta call that pedophile.
Yeah. Who's that southern ass congressman? He's like, next time someone's breaking in, call a pedophile. He says, call a crackhead. Call a pedophile.
Help! I need a pedophile to get my cat out of this tree. I can't help with your cat, but what you doing later? What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Yuck.
I mean...
Deputy Superintendent Mark LeBlanc previously maintained that releasing the documents, even in a redacted form, would violate Massachusetts general law. What in the Epstein-ass story?
Yeah.
Sorry. This is just anxiety-inducing. However, after a private inspection of the records by the supervisor of records, the state determined that the department's blanket denial was not legally justified. While the supervisor's order allows the department to withhold body camera footage to protect the privacy of a potential victim, it rejected the department's attempt to keep the rest of the file secret. The order specifically requires the release of police reports, dispatch records, and internal affairs documents. The department is permitted only to remove specific medical information that relates to a specifically named individual.
Isn't it insane?
Literally,
they're trying to present an argument here.
This is hilarious.
We're trying to protect our most vulnerable, our pedophiles, our precious pedophiles,
so
folks.
You want the body cam footage of a pedophile? I didn't know you like child porn, you creep.
Exactly.
You want me to give you child porn, actually? Checkmate.
They're like, obsessed much? Leave us alone.
Wow. Why don't you just go look up the R. Kelly tape if you want to see some. The state has given the Lisle Police Department 10 business days to provide a response consistent with the order. 25 investigates should soon have the internal report that details exactly what happened and how the department handled a scandal involving one of its own officers.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it's got to be fucking terrible.
No,
obviously.
Yeah,
obviously.
If they're fighting this hard,
yep.
They're fighting this hard to keep. Oh my God, they're yeah.
It says your initial internal investigating meeting opened with a high five. It says high five here in the transcript.
17, sick, bro.
Yeah,
that's
that's the thin blue line, right? Or whatever. No, it's the brotherhood. This is the brotherhood in action.
That's sometimes you gotta cross that line, brother. Sometimes, and like you don't feel.
Sounds like you don't know the true meaning of brotherhood.
17. What is 17 really?
Yeah.
17 is old enough to get fucked up by a cop. Why not fuck? I don't know. I got nothing for these freak ass, weird ass cops, bro. Our country's ran by pedophiles. Why not the police department?
Yeah.
Why not? What else is ran? I'm scared to find out. I was about to ask a question I don't want to know. What else is ran by pedophiles?
Yeah.
I know.
ChatGPT, great question. Actually,
my mom and dad, actually, we're pedophiles. What?
No, don't say that about. Why would you say
my
that?
mom's not a pedophile, nor my dad.
Nor was God.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Yeah. Don't speak ill of the dead includes not calling your deceased father a pedophile.
He would laugh.
You know, he probably would.
He would. Oh, well, you know what? When he was alive, he called me a pedophile when I was 16. So we and my brother asked him, we were like, hey, Dad, what crimes do you think we would commit? And he goes to my brother, he goes, him? I don't know, he probably robbed somebody. You? Some weird ass sex crime.
What?
I was like, what the fuck? I got so mad.
Me too. I'm like, what the hell, Dad?
What the fuck? He was like, you? Probably some freaky shit. I was like, what? Why would you say some shit like that?
Yeah.
So you know what? Revenge 20
Honestly,
years later.
Yeah, probably a projection. Like, why? Oh, my son? My son? Probably a fucking freak.
He just saw me as a nerd who would never get any pussy. So he's like, I don't know. You probably have to fight for that shit. The fuck, bro?
Damn.
He's a cook our ass. So you know what? Revenge.
Yeah.
But no, my dad's not a pedophile. I'm sorry. Love you. But
yeah.
Moving on before I call any more of my family members pedos.
So now we're going to New Haven, Connecticut, reading from NBC Connecticut. Former New Haven police chief pleads not guilty to embezzlement charges. Former New Haven police chief...
Embezzlement! That's a meme I know y'all don't get, but it's for our 4 black listeners out there.
I'm hoping we have more than 4 black listeners.
We do. I think we have a multicultural. When I look at the comments, it's multicultural.
Yeah.
I will say that.
But yeah, I don't know what the fuck that meant, whatever you said. So, yeah.
It's from Black China. Another person I know you don't know.
I've heard the name.
She's Rob Kardashian's baby mama, wife.
Okay.
Anyway, she had her own TV show.
Kardashians, very tangentially black in the black sphere.
Yes. Well, the Black China, yes, exactly. But on one of her, you know how they all have reality TV shows?
Mm-hmm.
They gave Black China a reality TV show. And then she got in an argument with somebody on the show. And like you could just tell the argument got too real because they were like, "Bitch, that's why you embezzling money." And then she had to act like she didn't know what she was talking about. She was like, "Embezzlement."
Oh, that is funny.
She
right.
just had to say embezzlement like she never heard embezzle. What? Who?
Yeah.
It just became a meme. Like, so sorry to explain memes on the pod, but I gotta at least complete this circuit of reference.
Yeah. For our apparent massive white audience that you assume that we have.
I know your Caucasian ears.
No.
We're like, what is this?
If you're listening right now, I don't assume you're white. And you could be, and that will be fine, but
I assume the only person listening is the NSA. And
sure.
I imagine
they're white.
I had to explain the meme to them.
Yes.
Yeah. For the NSA who's listening, I'm like, I don't.
Yeah.
Paul, do you get? I don't get it either.
I hope y'all are enjoying our show.
Yeah.
So, former New Haven police chief Carl Jacobson has pleaded not guilty to charges that accuse him of embezzling more than $85,000 from his own department. He appeared in court on Friday morning and has been elected for a jury trial. This all unraveled in January when an investigation into missing money led to his retirement. Now he's facing 2 counts of larceny in the first degree by defrauding a public community. Jacobson allegedly admitted to stealing money from a New Haven police fund, retired, and later turned himself into the Connecticut State Police. Although court documents state he admitted to stealing money, Jacobson still pleaded not guilty. Jacobson said it's just part of the court process when he was asked about this outside court on Friday. Like, why you pleaded not guilty? You didn't say you were guilty?
Defense, baby.
Well, I'm not going to plead guilty.
Come on now. I know I did that shit, but I'm not going to take the charges. Are you crazy?
Yeah. Real recognize real. I'm going to fight.
You should always be, how often is niggas going to court be like, Your Honor, I did that shit. Give me the book. No one's going to, that's a reasonable thing. Also, my opinion's a little different on this story.
Sure. Well, this, let's go. Yeah. Quote, at this point, it's at the early stage. And basically, I don't want to comment further on that. He said, that's more my lawyer's part. Yeah, your lawyer should have told you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know your lawyer was mad as fuck. What are you?
He's like, I plead not guilty. His lawyer's like, stop the air quotes. Why are you doing air quotes?
Also, I'm dropping a track today called "I Did That Shit" with the police officer's money. He's just throwing money in the strip club.
Yeah. Collaborating with Young Thug on a new joint. In an arrest warrant, investigators say the bulk of the money was stolen from the confidential informant fund and the New Haven Police Activity League over the past 2 years. So here's where it gets...
he stole out of Crime Stoppers fund?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, the informant. So to me, it's like not necessarily the Crime Stoppers fund, but more like, hey, either you're about to go to jail or you're going to wear a wire and
But there's money. If there's money in there, so they're paying. This is in the weeds.
True.
Questions.
No, you're right. You're right.
Totally in the weeds.
No, you're right. Yeah, there's money in there.
So they're paying people.
Yes.
They are paying.
Yes.
Snitches get stitches, but they also get them.
It's a whole web. I mean, this is like we just talked in one of the last stories, the San Francisco deputy chief who was like quote unquote community policing. This is community policing. Like, this is what they fucking mean when they say community policing. They mean going into the community, not to give them resources, but to turn them against each other and police.
Hey, man, how you get them new Jordans? You'll see. What?
Yeah.
Nigga, how you get the Jay-Z tickets? Man. Don't even worry about that shit. Oh, hell no. Fuck, I'm going to jail.
Is that a steak dinner you're eating right now?
Oh, broke bitches.
Yeah.
Cybertruck.
Yeah. Except in this scenario, the cops are like, "Oh, we'll get you next time."
Can I get you an IOU? Can you snitch on an IOU?
Well, he's getting...
Nigga, you snitching for debt? For credit?
Exactly, dude.
On credit?
Dude, that's the tragedy of this story. Those poor informants, the snitches.
Well, also,
you're making the snitches get stitches.
Yeah, damn, bro.
But okay, so this is the part that I really enjoy of the story. Jacobson also said he was spending too much money on gambling, for which he was seeking help and a loan, according to an arrest warrant.
Suck my dick.
He also said that he intended to replace the misused funds. So how the fuck is this guy?
That is a real gambler. I'm going to win it back.
I know.
I'm going to get it back.
He's being such an obvious, and then he's being like, I'm not guilty though, but I promise to replace the funds. I do have a problem with gambling, I'll admit that, but I'm not guilty.
He actually is his heart. It's weighing on him. This is a real addict. This is like a real. This is like some he's like, no, I'm gonna win it back. Do you know how deep in the shit you have to be? Most gamblers like, I lost my kid's fucking college fund, my wife's chemo medicine. This guy's like, I gotta win back the police department's pension plan. Fuck. Oh no, this is a TV show.
All our ears to the street are getting killed one by one because I can't afford it. And so get this. So this article doesn't mention it. I read this New York Times article about it, which I'll get more to that in a second because it's hilarious because the New York Times is always hilarious. But that's where they really go more into detail about his gambling problem. He was on like Fanduel, very modern, relatable to a lot of people.
No, but
wait. Here's the number. Here's the number that he had spent on that app. $4.5 million. $4.5 million. And at the moment, he was $200K in the hole, which to me, I will say, that's kind of impressive.
Yeah, that's some good odds. That's some good.
4.5 million.
He might have won that. He's like, come on, y'all, don't send me into the one more time.
You know how they're like, one more chance? Give him one more chance.
Honestly,
he seems like he kind of knows what he's doing.
That's so funny. I feel about gamblers, man. First off, I don't feel bad for this guy because it's like, dog, you have an addiction. You know what addiction is, and you're criminalizing and locking people up who also have addictions, but they just don't have your addiction. Yeah. The same fucking chemical pathology that affects you affects other people, but with just different substances.
From the first story of our episode, the Tinder cop, to this Fanduel cop, you don't even get the fuck off your phone.
You guys have dopamine. Your dopamine releases. You're just too attached to it.
Get your shit together.
But gambling specifically is funny because if you're addicted to gambling, there's no escape in this current society.
Yeah, there's
nowhere you're going. You can't go watch your favorite podcast because want to gamble?
Yeah.
You can't even watch.
Gambling addiction is funny. It is. If you have an gambling addiction problem, I'm sorry, but gotta admit it's funny.
I think porn addiction is the funniest one.
Yeah, you're right. Gambling addiction probably second funniest.
Porn addiction where you're like, I can't. When you're just gray, your eyes are hollowed out.
You got deadlines that you're missing.
You are.
Your life is falling apart.
You are dehydrated. You are. Is everything okay? Like sunken. And that you're like, what's all this from? I can't stop beating my dick. That's funny. Gambling addiction, I just feel because it's like there's no area in life. You can't even doom scroll without like watching some like funny TikTok account that doesn't have a rain bet ad like printed on it or like some fucking you can't watch the fucking State of the Union without being sponsored by Polymarket. Is the president gonna what pet is the president gonna say Haitians are eating a day? You can bet now.
Which I think this is why this is where this police chief was missing out. He's on FanDuel, $4.5 million. Like, he's the police chief. Mm-hmm. He should be on Polymarket betting on the next weird-ass shit the New Haven Police Department is going to do. That's what you do. Do what Trump does with the Iran bombing. Like, there's no reason for you to be $200K in the hole when you are a person in power. Anyone listening, if for some reason you have a real position of power, get on Polymarket and fucking cash in on that shit. Don't be like this loser gambler on FanDuel, $200K in the hole. Now he's in trouble.
Put $100,000 on. Will we convict the current pedophile chief of police? $100,000 on no.
Yeah.
That's how. Yeah,
that would be smart.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you could probably make a lot of money just betting on how cops are going to get away with so many crimes.
Mhm.
Will this chief of police go to jail? No, he's not.
Yeah.
I'm up 25. Lost.
He was so close. He couldn't quite figure it out, but he was almost there. But I do want to say the funny thing about the New York Times article that like really goes into the gambling stuff is that like they really make it into they make it into a larger article about how much gambling has taken over American society today, which is a good thing to write about. But to me, it's so like New York Times to do it in order to garner sympathy for a police chief.
Oh my
yeah.
God. Yeah.
They're like, if anyone should be going to jail, it's Kevin Hart.
For
all these ads that have sent our wonderful men and boys in blue astray.
Society sucks so hard. It's like, oh, you want to be a famous person? Yeah, you'll work hard, get famous, so you can sell your soul for gambling ads and fucking vape companies. It's like, oh shit, this is who we work for now. This is who we work for. I mean, I'm just also a part of me doesn't feel bad. It's like two things. It's like niggas stealing from the police department. You're like half a Robin Hood. You're like, he's defunding the police through.
Yes.
He's like actually the only one kind of getting the work done. He's doing the work. But also he's in Connecticut doing this shit. It's like, okay, who are they even?
Fanduel is probably going to become so powerful off of this shit. Like, you're right. Like, those are the people, like, the APAC is going to be replaced by like, the fucking gambling lobby.
Yeah. You're stealing from the Connecticut police, like people in Connecticut. It's like, okay, $85,000 from now a guy's not going to be able to afford maintenance on their new yacht or whatever. It's like,
Quote, I apologize to the mayor and the city and the officers, Jacobson said outside of court on Friday. Again, if you're pleading not guilty, stop apologizing.
Yeah.
These two things don't correlate at all. This guy's a fucking moron.
I bet this won't happen again. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Shit.
First of all, I'm not guilty. Second of all, I apologize, and I feel very guilty of all the crimes that I've committed.
Also, I got 30,000 on me making it out of here. Also, come on. The odds are pretty good.
Yeah. I look forward to see my date in court where I'll be found not guilty. Who wants to take those odds? Who wants in? So the warrant stated that Jacobson returned the money he took from the Police Activity League Fund and called the league's executive director, saying, quote, he was so sorry for letting the police department down, letting him down, and letting PAL down, the league. When acting chief David Zanelli, so again, the new chief, asked how long Jacobson had been spending too much on gambling, Jacobson said it had gotten worse and worse over the past couple of months, the arrest warrant stated.
So they knew he was gambling their money.
It's their chief. When you're the chief, you can tell your workers like,
guys, I'm fucking up right now. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
It's always the chief. Bro, we never get every episode, it's the chief of the police. Every episode, the chief of police.
It's not. I mean, don't let the run of the mill cops get off the hook. I mean, but we do. Yeah, you're right. We do have too many police chief stories.
I'm saying, like, yes, we have our 70% normal cops, but each episode, the chief of police is
acting crazy,
actively involved in the criminal. You'll be like, damn, that's crazy. What did the chief of police think of that? Oh, he was part of it. Like,
yeah. What the fuck? I'll never forget the police chief prank officer who was shitting in people's desks and stabbed someone with a hypodermic needle in the dick. That was the chief of police. That was a person of authority.
Absolutely made me realize that Chief Wiggum is not satire. That nigga is not satire. That is an accurate depiction of a chief of police.
Yeah.
Just a fucking idiot with too much time on his hands when you shouldn't have time on his. That's,
and too much power. So let's see. He said in part, quote, it's not that I'm a bad person. I have a problem. And again, I keep bringing this up, but remember, this person is saying he's not guilty. And he's also saying, it's not that I'm a bad person. I have a problem. I fixed my alcohol problem.
Yeah.
I turned to gambling. Yeah. I don't know why. It just got worse recently. His lawyer is like, shut the fuck up, dude. Please. Jacobson used gambling apps on his phone, according to the warrant. Quote, it was something that I got caught up in with the ease of having it on the app, Jacobson said outside court on Friday. I just hope people understand that if anything is learned from the cases that are coming up recently, to make sure that they take care of themselves.
I think this also stems from the fact that he knows he's probably not going to be convicted of anything here.
Yeah.
He's probably feeling comfortable enough that he probably feels safe in his environment to say, like, I'm sorry, guys, I fucked up. I can say this because nothing's gonna happen, so I can tell y'all I'm my bad. I actually do feel all the things that actual addicts say. He's saying it. These are what this is what people go through. This is like I can't control it. I cannot. I have these urges, and I just act on these urges, and I cannot.
Yeah,
that's addiction, and we need to like give people the resources to like help them to get out of those addictions and out of those cycles of addiction. But we criminalize people. But
this guy's an addict and a police chief, so he is an extra delusional psychopath, right? He's telling his lawyer, he's like, so basically what you're saying is if I just give like a really good apology, his lawyer's like, no.
Well, I already wrote this notes app, and sometimes in policing, you push the line.
Exactly. Oh my God, we're both referencing the same apology. I love stand up. Just pushing the boundary here, folks.
You gamble away $85,000 of snitch money, and which, yes, there is a snitch pile. Is there money for people who don't snitch? I don't know. Never mind.
Yeah, we'll look into that. But hey, that's our episode.
Thanks for being here, gang.
Join us on the Patreon,
where we will be talking about snipers.
Yeah.
Google the embezzlement meme, so I won't look stupid.
Yeah.
That's your homework. Bye.
I was just waiting. I knew if there was just this pause, you wouldn't be able to handle it, and you would do it.